Sorrow, like a sharp sword, will break your own heart. To commemorate Simeon's testimony to Christ during the purification ceremony of St. Mary the Virgin at Jerusalem Temple on the 40th day after Christ's birth, the 2nd February, the 3rd February is celebrated as Simeon's feast in the Western countries. Sorrow, like a sharp sword, will break your own heart. Simeon was a righteous and devout man who was living in Jerusalem looking for the consolation of Israel. This we read in Luke chapter 2 verses 25 to 35. He was one of the remnants who were longing for the coming of the Messiah and had received a direct revelation that he would not die before seeing the Messiah with his own eyes. When the presentation of Jesus was about to take place, he was guided by the Holy Spirit to come into the temple. On seeing Jesus, he uttered the hymn of praise now known as the Nunc Dimittis. He saw that the Messiah would vindicate Israel in the eyes of the Gentiles. Simeon went on to speak to the astonished Mary of the role of Christ within Israel. He was to be like a stone, causing some to fall and some to rise. He was to be a sign which would not be heeded but spoken against. Luke chapter 2 verse 34. Her own suffering as she watched his life and death was to be acute, and he was to reveal the inmost thoughts of men. Luke chapter 2 verse 35. After having given his testimony to the Christ, Simeon fades silently from the picture. The Nunc Dimittis, also known as the Song of Simeon or the Canticle of Simeon, is a canticle taken from the 2nd chapter of the Gospel of Luke, verses 29 through 32. Its Latin name comes from its opening words of the Vulgate translation of the passage, meaning, "Now you let depart." Since the 4th century, it has been used in Christian services of evening worship such as Compline, Vespers, and Evensong. The title is formed from the opening words in the Latin Vulgate, "Nunc dimittis servum tum domain." Now thou dost dismiss thy servant, O Lord. Lord, now lettest thy servant depart in peace, according to thy word. For mine eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, to be a light to lighten the Gentiles, and to be the glory of thy people Israel. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.